yeah, that's interesting too. Hierophant, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Yeah. Something about a broken love affair. Some of this could have been a divorce, or this could have been a third party that interfered with true happiness. Well, hey, good morning and welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see where we go this week. Got lots going on this week. We have the Cancer full moon. We have Uranus going direct. Lots happening. There's more than that, but I just wanted to call your attention to that as we're moving into Aquarius season. That is all about Uranian energy, and it is about the energy of new ideas and inspiration. So that's going to be coming in. Some of you have been asking questions about the North Node Q&A. We are doing that this week on Tuesday. If you have questions about your North Node and what it means for you and how you might be able to look at this information, jump on that, because these are just Q&A sessions. So it's all about you guys. Whatever you want to talk about, please jump onto that. The link is below, North Node Q&A. All right, let's see where we go. Back by popular demand, we are also doing another dream class, if that's interesting to you. And the Chiron masterclass, I believe, is self-paced, is up also on the website. Brand new website. Colleen did a fantastic job with our team. So just want to thank her for that. It's beautiful, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's good for you too. All right, so let's see where we go. Certainly good for me. I love it. All right. Allow your work to become your art. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. Allow your work to become your art. I'm moving stuff around here in the office, and so on this, I'm going to be doing some art for this wall, so I'm very excited about that, and putting up some things I like. All right, so let's see where we go. Allow your work to become your art. See through the perfectly purple lens of your galactic destiny. That card always makes me smile. Close your eyes to open your heart. Very interesting. There's a lot about seeing, a lot about using some 3D, your senses, your 3D senses to see your galactic destiny. It's all coming through your creativity. Okay? So creativity can be, can be art, or can be music, or can be tarot, or can be your teaching work, your healing work. It can also be children and fun and joy and happiness. Very fifth house energy here. All right, very, very fifth house energy. So let's see how this unfolds. Three of Cups underneath. King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. It's almost like your work is coming between the two of you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, something like that. Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. The flip side of this could also be true, that you are in love because of your work, or your work has attracted your love, or is going to attract your love. There's something about that, all right? So some of you have been single for quite a long time. Love is wanting to come in, and you might have been resisting it, focusing too much on your work or something like that. Wow. King of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Page of Wands. This feels to me to be about inspiration, and it does have a certain sense of close your eyes to open your heart. There's something here about the balance of work, creativity, and love. Right? Some of you may be resisting love because of past feelings, past third-party situations. Some of you have had loss around love. And so that it's not, it's kind of like become off the table. Like, I don't want to have love in my life. I'm just going to focus on my work, or something like that. But the universe is determined. The universe wants to bring in love. Some of you have had some real success in your work, however you talk about that, right? Have you had financial success? King of Pentacles here. But I almost feel like some of it's getting stale. Sometimes Some of you feel like your work or what you're spending your time doing to create pentacles is pulling you further away from twin flame, from your spiritual path. You feel like, the focus, so much focus on money is a detriment. It's coming between you and having love in your life. Some of you may not really even see it that way. Okay. You might not even see that your work is, or your, whatever you're doing to focus on your financial stability is creating this division, but it is. I feel like there is some unhealed love, unhealed hurt in the past that is keeping you from true abundance and love in the future. So 5 of Cups, please clarify the 5 of Cups. Oh yeah, that's interesting too. Hierophant, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. Yeah. Something about a broken love affair. Some of this could have been a divorce, or this could have been a third party that interfered with true happiness. I feel like some of you might have gone down a road and it didn't end well. All right, 5 of Swords, you might have feel like you've fallen for a person who was manipulative. Some of you have had narcissistic partnerships, toxic partnerships. But I almost feel like the hurt is actually informing your art. The hurt that you have, you could channel that into, the world is full of music and poems and movies and other types of art, sculpture, any kind of art you can imagine that is fueled on the basis of a broken heart. All right. Strong feeling is the foundation of all art. And some of you may want to be creating art, but it's too surface. It's not deep enough because it feels, so vulnerable to go there. It feels like, I don't want to revisit that hurt. I don't want to go down that road. I don't want to have that resurface for me. But there's something about that. It's how we connect to each other. We've all been through heartbreak. We've all had those things happen in our lives. And I kind of feel like sometimes when you're not willing to go down that road, what you're creating is too surface. And so people don't connect to it very much. Or it's like, so what? Right? So what? That's a lot of the reason for spiritual path for a lot of us is the message that it's about going deep. It's about healing your deep hurts through art, and when I say the word art, I don't necessarily mean paintings or pictures. It's interesting that I just chose today to shift around my workspace because I wanted to create art. And this is saying to me that it's got to come art, real literature, real music, any kind of expression, any type of creative expression must come from an inner wellspring of the healing heart. Okay, it must come from there. To be truly inspirational to other people, it can't be surface, because so what? So what? Right? Like, I went to the post office. So what? It's not like a tremendously interesting story. It's interesting story when you can be like, oh yeah, I have been there. That's what art is all about. And close your eyes to open your heart. It's sort of like you might be, or some of you might be dealing with a person who's like this, who has resisted the connection between you and them because they don't want to feel. They don't want to feel that deeply. So is that you, or is that them? Some of you have had hurts in the past, and so accepting new love, Ace of Cups, into your life is, not a thing. I'm just going to be single. I'm just going to do my work. I'm going to create my art, whatever that means. I mean, some people might think I'm crazy about this, but I'm just going to say, like, a balance sheet can be a thing of beauty. If it's really someone's art, if it's if their work is their art, then you'd be like, oh man, look at how you've been able to navigate this. Look at how you're thinking about this. Look at, it's coming from a different place, right? And true art comes from our connection to our guides, from our connection to high self. And that requires you to go deep. That requires you to be spiritually connected. I don't feel like us walking around in the grocery store is necessarily creating art if we're cut off from our spiritual connection, right? There can be some people walking around in a grocery store is a thing of beauty. Like, look at this, I'm going to create this. I'm going to create this. Food is an art form, right? And so it comes from that place of joy. And I feel like some of you are cut off from that heart space, that deep connection to spirit guide, because it's too painful. All right. It's just too painful. I'm going to ask about this Eight of Pentacles between the King and Queen of Cups. I feel like this has to do with you're willing to work on it, or this other person is willing to work on it. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. World, Eight of Cups, Temperance. Oh yes, Tower. Wow. I'm going to get two here. Death and the Magician. So I'm seeing here so far Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm seeing Sag. I'm seeing Taurus. All right, and then I had this Queen of Wands and the Page, or the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. Lots of fire. Passion doesn't just show up. It's got to come from some kind of aha moment or some kind of connection that transforms. Art, real art, transforms. And this is something that you are being now offered to do. Some of you, this is your spiritual path, that you are being asked to. The reason why people keep showing up, the Venus in retrograde, the reason why love or the connection, whatever it is, keeps showing up is because it wants you to go deep. That's where your true magnificence lives. It wants you to go deep. Okay? I will look at all of these. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag. Like I said, I see Taurus here. Okay? I'm going to do all of that in the extended. The link is below if you want to continue with me. If you're part of our Pathfinder group, rest of the reading starts right now.